Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Could be anytime, any day. Actually, just because it's Sunday here, August, doesn't mean it will be when you see this. Hello everyone, I'm Jay and welcome to the Institute of Celestial Learning. Today is, I believe, our 6th broadcast. We're almost through our first initial month. And I'm really enjoying this and feeling good. Let me grab my water. Of course, I forgot my water. I just, it's been going very well. I've been getting really good responses from people who have been seeing the videos. I've shared a couple on YouTube, onto the Facebook page. Very sporadic. But it really feels good. It's things are good. Things are shaping up nicely, and I'm looking forward to the future. It's a good life. It's a good life. It's got its ups and downs, but it really is a blessed life and a good life. And I said a few weeks back, maybe a couple of months back, in some of the Sunday writings I do, and I email them out on Sundays. These past few weeks have been a little sporadic with my child being born and things of that nature. But on these Sundays, I write these things out, and when I wake up on a Sunday morning, I don't have something in my mind that I'm going to write. Maybe Saturday night, something does kind of start creeping in, and then Sunday morning, I'll really have a good idea. And it's been the same thing here with the site. Initially, I had set it up to where I had specific classes listed on specific days, and I quickly changed that because I learned very fast from when I used to teach on Drumeo that sometimes you'll wake up on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Wednesday and you don't feel like going over this specific thing because something else is feeling more precedent in your life, right? So I kind of wanted to leave the site for that because I hated how I felt when that would happen there, I might have to do a drum lesson on a certain type of beat, and I would wake up just wanting to talk about an entirely different aspect of drumming, and I kind of couldn't, so I had to force myself to go into a different mental state. So we're here with the site. I wanted to avoid that, and that's why I removed that. Although I have this list of hundreds of topics to talk about, I actually realized what I could do is I can take those specific topics and I can go offset and I can film these specials and these courses, and that's really what I've been doing over the past couple of days and about the past week or so, is going out and filming segments and stuff for these courses that are going to go for the members only section. And I'm really looking forward to it because they're really good, and I'm finding some beautiful spots to film in, and it really just helps to connect better. And it's interesting because all of this, the broadcast live, which will always be live and free, and if they're not, if somebody doesn't catch it live, then, if they're not a member, they'll never get to see it because the archive is for the members only. These broadcasts are for the members, even though I'm going to publicly broadcast them because I want to be able to express this message and these messages to as many people as I can. But those who want to be able to hear them again, go over them again, and really let some of the words and information sink in, that's going to happen from the members. And we do have 4 right now, and I'm just so grateful for that. So grateful. I honestly didn't even expect to have any, just no expectations with something like that. And I really didn't expect anybody to at least sign up until the archive was locked up in September. But I'm so grateful that 4 people have decided to really jump in and take this journey one step further with me. So I really appreciate that, and thank you so much. You know who you are. With that being said, what is this all about, right? What is all this about? Well, it's about my life's purpose, my life's mission, to connect and talk with as many people as I possibly can from all walks of life and all faiths, to let them know that there are ways around the pain we experience and the hurt and the sorrow, and there are ways to better perceive the joy and love and happiness in our life. And there are ways just to be more mindful and aware of what we're perceiving and what we're projecting, because we are all a part of a massive collective consciousness that reverberates out into the universe, and we do receive back energy. And it is because we're all over the place. We are just scattered pieces of one puzzle, that we are emitting various frequencies and chaoses and various frequencies and vibrations, and we're receiving back chaos and confusion. Excuse me. So my life's purpose is really to bypass. Let me let this come to me, right? Let me shut my John voice down, my J voice. Let's turn the ego down. Let me connect a little bit, and it'll be better explained. The purpose. The purpose is to bypass specific dialogue targeted to specific audiences. When we speak of certain spiritual practices and certain religions, we're isolating and abandoning everybody else. We're pulling ourselves in. Once we say the word something as simple as chakra, you have taken yourself out of the general, massive collective consciousness and have placed yourself into a very specific individual arena. And this goes with religion. Once you start talking about Buddha, Allah, Jesus, you have gone into a specific arena. We have to, what I am doing is being that conduit to bypass and interweave and find my way through those words, those beliefs, those faiths. Not that there is anything wrong with them, not that there is anything wrong with these words. But when we start talking about things like that, like chakras, and when we start talking about the teachings of Buddha or the teachings of Muhammad or Jesus, there are going to be other people who just don't get it, don't want to get it, and won't take the initiative to start understanding and learning what these words mean. And that's okay. It's okay. Because words are something that we create as we go. Whether we're insect or human, fish or bird, we have ways to communicate with each other. We choose words. But words isolate us from very specific aspects of life. Words push and abandon people away from our life. And what is life? That word, we hear it all the time. Why would I sit here on a Sunday talking about various spiritual beliefs, various faiths, our collective consciousness? Why would I talk about our pursuit for material objects, our need for want and our want for need? Why would I talk about this and bring this into a category of life? You have a great life. I have a great life. Some people have a bad life. Some people have sad, joy, all sorts of things, right? Life. What is life? If I asked you, what is life? You would start to express life from your specific perspective, based on your specific beliefs, just generally life within your little arena, right? I'm not trying to be demeaning or sarcastic. Generally, that's what I would do. Hey, Jay, how's life? How's your life? Oh, my life is good, man. I'm good. My neck's feeling good. My back's a little stiff. I bit my inner cheek the other day, connecting with some people. I'm working on some drum stuff. I might have an opportunity to do something drum related, which would be fantastic. I have a baby. Things are great, man. Life is good. Life is good. But what is that? That word. It's a word. We don't need language. Well, we need language. We use language. It helps. But you can look at somebody without speaking to them and understand what's going on. And if we really spend more time doing that, we would become more in tune with that natural ability. Because we don't have words. We are not language, and we are not really sight and sound. And I don't want to get into that topic because I want to keep it here right now. Practical within our life. Again, that word, life. I'm not alienating or abandoning anyone, right? I'm staying within an arena, but I'm finding a way to connect with everyone. Because you can be gay, straight, married, single, male, female, Muslim, Jewish. You can be white, black, Chinese, Indian. You can be a very devout Christian who follows a very strict path within a book. Same within the Muslim faith. Or you can be a Christian who's open to things, or a Muslim who's open to more beliefs and things. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because I'm not speaking to the yogi. I'm not speaking to the construction worker. I'm not speaking to the guru. And I'm not speaking to anyone. I'm speaking to everyone. And I have a point. And it's life. We spend so much time focusing on that word, life. I want to have a good life. That we've attributed that word down to the small experience we have here in this reality, through this vessel, in this time, life. We have taken the word life and have made it from birth to death, just in between there. This is life, what we experience from the moment we're born to the moment we die. But is that really life? Well, through here I've had my ups and downs and squiggles and scraggles, and I've had a great life, a good life, a bad life, a hard life, a great life, a good life, a bad life, right? So when I get to the end, I've had what? I've had just a life. I've experienced all sorts of things, right, in this time frame. What is life? Tell me, what is life? Because it's just not something that we measure time with. And that's what we've done. We're using the word life to express a measurement of time of experience. Life. Alive. Alive. That's what the word life, live. Alive. Life. Live. Alive. Live. Alive. What is alive? What is alive? What is alive? No. Not you, not me. Awareness. Awareness. What is awareness? What is it? Sightless, soundless energy. Energy. Life. Life is an energy. It is not something that you selfishly get to proclaim for yourself within your own little human existence. We, our energy, our celestial being, our awareness is life. Is life. That's why everything around us, including us and the camera, is alive, vibrating with life, with energy, with intelligence, with creativity, with compassion, for love. Life is you and me and every single thing around us, beyond us, in us, outside us, and all over. Life is not just a word that we get to use within our little arena to talk and dictate through our little funneled vision. I'm not here to speak to you and you and you. I'm here to speak to everyone about life. Mindfulness, awareness, kindness, compassion, love, helping, assisting, being, working, trying, all for the positive energy, perspective, projections of the collective consciousness. Why? Why? So our life, our energy, our life energy, what we are, can vibrate and resonate at a higher frequency of love. Not just here, not just my ego, not just you, everything. Life needs to ascend and vibrate higher. Everything evolves. Everything evolves. Even our comprehension and understanding of love evolve as we go and transcend into different realities. We have different experiences, and ultimately our unified energy can assess and understand all of these different aspects of love and hate and horror and sadness and joy and happiness. And we can choose to vibrate at these different frequencies. But when we stay disconnected, when we stay inside our falsely created identity, I'm not even going to say ego for that anymore, because it's a falsely created identity. The ego is okay. It's okay to wake up in the morning going, man, I'm Jay, and I'm going to go buy some cymbals today, and I'm going to play my drums, and I'm going to do this. It's okay to enjoy your life in that aspect. You don't have to strip away everything and throw away all your possessions and have nothing if that's not what you want. But let your reason for doing these things be true joy and true love. And don't have a house full of these things, because you're never going to use them. Collect what you like, what brings you happiness and joy inside. It's okay to be your ego, but don't let your ego dictate your celestial life, right? That word again, the energy we are. We came here. We created our energy, our alive awareness, created everything so we can become and experience that great source, that true one big first awareness. Just gave so much of itself to create everything. We are all parts of God, the source, the universe. Whatever word you want, I am absolutely not. I am not choosing, siding, picking, or being, or walking and talking within one specific faith. I do not speak. I am not one faith. Even though personally I associate with a lot of I was going to say Buddhist beliefs, but it's not even that, because Buddhist beliefs are even manipulated. And I'm not being, mean or anything, but, when you truly know we are just an energy of awareness, you can enjoy these material objects on a different level. you'll understand our connection on a different level, and you will understand your place in this universe in a much, much different way. And really what Buddha was always trying to say was, we're here to experience as an awareness, as an energy, love and be kind and treat others how you would want to be treated here, because this is all we get to experience when we're here. After this, we are just that sightless, soundless energy, because there is no Buddha. And that's what I love about that whole aspect. So I don't follow a specific faith, and I love aspects of Christianity. I love aspects of the Muslim religion. I love aspects of the Jewish religion. I love aspects of Hindu traditions and teachings. But look, I don't sugarcoat things, right? We know within all of these faiths that I named, man has altered and manipulated things. And in some cases, very drastically. And this has caused people to really disconnect from their internal voice. And it's what causes the frustration and confusion. And some people have just let themselves go so far that it's all they know and all they'll ever hear. So I won't dive into specific faiths. We will talk about teachings down the road, of teachings from Jesus, agnostic teachings. We're going to talk about Hindu teachings. We will talk about things that are in the Quran, and we will talk about these things, but we're going to talk about them on the basis of being a celestial awareness, looking and examining and experiencing these things, because within all of these teachings, within all these faiths, and within all these non-faiths, between the lines of man's editing and between the lines that have been pulled out from pages, there are celestial truths and abilities and things that will unlock more of our life energy and our abilities. Life energy, us. And, as we use that word, he has a good life. You have a good life. They have a bad life. I feel bad. I wouldn't want that life. Think of what you're saying now. Knowing that we are life, good and bad, experience good and bad, good and bad. When we experience the good, when we experience the bad, in the end, it's all experience for our energy that is life. So when we're here now, letting our misguided ego, our corrupted childhood thrown in front of Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny and flashing colors, and in school, and Columbus did this, and Jefferson did that, and George Washington crossed the Delaware, and all these things that make no friggin' difference to anything, that I could find out on my own if I really wanted to. And I'm not saying education is bad, but we just at such an early age to do that to the mind of a child is in my opinion, criminal. Because we just divert them. We just take away everything and teach them at that young age. This is who you're going to be. This is why you're here. And this is what you're going to learn. And then that kid goes through life, boom, 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 being that ping pong ball. And as parents, we go, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? We need to help this. We need to help this. Meanwhile, our kid is just not living the life their energy chose to live, right? So when we say good life, bad life, they have a sad life, I wouldn't want that life. Screw that, life sucks. I hate life. You've heard these words, you've said these words. I hate life, my life sucks. My life sucks? I hate my life? He has a good life, I have a bad life? So what am I doing? I'm perceiving something, processing it between the heart and mind, which we'll get to. Wrote about it weeks ago. If you're on the Sunday email, you have seen it. If you have a copy of my free ebook, The Celestial Messenger, there's a whole section on the heart-mind connection and healing that, and we're going to get into it on a course here. That's what I've been filming. You'll understand that perception, what we've let become us, that falsely identified ego. We see something, we perceive something, We think, we process, we feel, right? We conjure up these emotions. We literally get ourselves sick and crazy or happy and whatever. We just sweat. We physically change the energy within and around us based on something we perceive. And what are we doing now? Those changes that we're feeling and doing and creating are emitting energy. They're emitting energy where? Where's it going? It's going out. Where is out? It's us. This is us. Everything around us, outside of this, the universe, outside the universe, beyond the multiverses, it's all us. So when we say those words, and we create those emotions, and we create that energy within us, we are putting it out into the collective consciousness, and it is out there for other people to see, hear, and feed off. And we are sending it back to the creative source of all existence. And it is vibrating with it and sending it back here to us. Because of a word that we thought we understood. Because this is what my parents told me life is. This is what my teachers told me life is. I hear my friends at the dinner table talking about how shitty life is. So this is life. This is what I thought it was. But it's not. We are life. We are life. Period at the end of the sentence. Think about that a second. Let it sit. We are life. Forget light. Forget energy. Forget awareness. We're alive. That electricity, that energy is alive. It's life. Does it suck? No. Absolutely not. It does not suck. Whether you're experiencing good or bad, it doesn't suck. And we can change this, you can change this, and we're going to try our best to help you change these things. But right now, we have to think about what I said at the beginning of this conversation. When I say, Reiki, and I say yoga, and I say chakra, and I say died on a cross, and when I say, you get what I'm talking about, right? When I start using these specific words, they're words that are based by a perception that I have that's been created by everything and everyone around me. So is my true understanding of these words really what I deep down inside would believe and feel if I had the opportunity to clear my mind and think about them? Maybe not. These words that we hold on to and use to connect and communicate with people create something inside of us. If I sit there and I start talking specifically, just for example, let's say about how Jesus died on the cross, boom, right off the bat, my energy and everything is drawing in that type of a feeling. It's going to create that energy around me, and it's going to be fed and feel off of you. And many people are going to go, oh, I love this. And some people are going to go, oh, man, right? And that's not why I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this because I don't want people to run away, and I'm not doing it because I want to attract a certain amount of people. I really, truly want to connect with as many people as I can. So I have to step outside of favoring anything like that. I have to be that line in the middle. I keep telling you, the balance in between, because that's who we are, that life energy right in there. So any word we're using, any word we're choosing, any word we're saying is creating an internal energy around us, because it's creating one inside us based off of the emotional feeling and energy it's creating And that is being based off of our perception, our teachings, the way we've been guided through. That's right, I'm not going to say it. The way we've been guided through reality, this created reality. Our life energy has been diverted from experiencing its own creative source within us. So, words. We've got to be really careful how we choose them, right? We've got to be careful how we choose them. And if we really are looking to only connect and communicate within a small group, that's absolutely fine. If you really are looking to connect with a specific type of mindset, it's absolutely fine. But what we should do is realize that our words, our thoughts, our posts, our actions influence those around us. Good and bad, right? It's all experience, but we do affect those around us. And in my opinion, for me personally, I would rather use my energy, my living awareness, to connect with as many individual awareness that I can. Individual awarenesses, because even though we all are from this one source, a part of this one creative energy, we do have and are unique and individual bits of energy. We do have choices at some point. And I just want to connect with every single person I can. I'll talk to people in a yoga studio. I will stand in a mosque and talk to people. I'll stand in a temple, a church. I'll stand in an arena. I'll stand in a field of grass. I'll talk to 5 of you, 4 of you, 10 of you, 1,000 of you. I will talk to 9 billion of you. It doesn't matter to me, because I don't think of any single person as their belief. I respect what they're choosing to perceive and believe, but I know deep down inside and within them, behind that eggshell, they're just an energy. They're just energy. They're just life. Good, bad, happy, sad, round, skinny, tall, short. It's a vessel that your life is experiencing through. So please, our words, our actions, our thoughts, our perception that we project out into the collective consciousness is what has to change. And it's not just life. All those words, hate, rage, horror, worry, stress, fear, these are the words we should be looking to abandon. Think about that. Think of children for a minute, that young mind. If they never understand what hate is, if they never understand what fear is, aside from don't let that spider bite you, something natural, we don't want to, lock your doors, the boogeyman may come in at night, it's Halloween, the scary witches and ghosts and goblins are out. I mean, what are we doing to our children? Look back to some cartoons that you grew up watching and realize what violence and hate and just chaotic craziness you were thrown into from birth. So these words, hate and fear and worry and stress, we know that they create emotional energy within us that do no good. If you're worried about paying your bills and you're freaking out about paying your bills, freaking out and worrying about it's not going to pay your bills. Actually, it's going to make it even harder because it's pushing clarity more further back and deeper into your mind. It's not letting these things rise up from within you. It's not letting these frequencies come to you to help and assist you because you're just so freaked out. You've got this whole energy, now I can't pay my bill, they're going to shut off my electricity, blah, blah, blah. And now you're screaming and barking at people around you and you're creating this entire thing. Boom, you're just throwing a big ass pebble into that beautiful, harmonious pond that's just been sitting still. So these words, hate, anxiety, fear, worry, they create emotional energy that we don't need to have. So if you start looking at your life energy, you start looking at your life beyond birth, beyond death, start understanding that, perceiving and projecting and maintaining a more positive outlook, embracing and interacting with things that do bring you more joy and limiting the things that hurt you. You know, I hear people all the time, oh, I got to go to my friend's house tonight for dinner, and I hate going there. Every time I go there, this other person's there, and they just always make me feel so bad about myself. What the hell are you going for? Are you really that bored? Is there really nothing for you to do by yourself that you need to go and put yourself through a miserable experience? It's days away and you're already creating a bad feeling and energy about it. It hasn't happened yet. Just say, no, I'm not going, and turn away and go the other way and go on with your life, with your energy, your existence. It does not matter what somebody else is doing, saying, thinking, feeling, wanting, needing, or experiencing. It's all about what you experience here as an individual awareness. And I'm telling you that hate, fear, anxiety, stress, worry, all this crap we let be there from the moment we wake up to, I can't fall asleep because of, is destroying our energy. And guess what? When that day comes, and you leave, your energy's going to go, oh man. And then you're probably going to want to come back and do it all over again. Or you might just have to come back and do it all over again. Or you might go somewhere else and do it all over again. Or you might just not remember a damn thing and go back to the source. Who knows? It's your life and energy. And that point I just spoke about is what we really want to ascend. Doesn't matter here. I don't need the big house and do all this cool stuff here. As long as I'm good and I'm good to the people around me and I live a good life, project that good energy, try and help out, try and distance myself more and more from the things that don't serve me with light, with love, with kindness and compassion, well, yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to stay on my path. And I'm going to follow what I know because for me, in my experience, I have seen things, been places, and have understood things and have been given gifts of insight and awareness and true just what we would call divine experiences that I laugh. I honestly at this point laugh talking about them because I know some people must just love it and believe it, and some people must just hate it and go, well, why him and not me? And there we are again. Why him and not me? Why does he get to experience this in life and not me? Well, stop thinking like that, and you might, right? It doesn't matter to me anymore. I feel comical because some people love it, some people hate it, some people believe it, some people don't believe it. But you know what? It is absolutely 1001% all true. All true. And as long as I know within my life that it's true, then I believe it. And if I believe it, I perceive it. And if I perceive it, then I will, within my life, be the change that I wish to see on this world. And I will project that energy out and around, in, within, and everywhere for all to experience, especially home. Everyone, if we would take just a few seconds to put our hands in that position of divine unity, you and your creator, just everything and everyone. And if we were just for a moment, just perceive, just really imagine in your mind and see a world, walking down the street, people smiling at each other, talking to each other, handing each other fruits and vegetables, and just being joyful. If we can imagine a world where people are just genuinely kind to each other because inside they are truly happy, because inside they truly perceive and understand the beauty and the gift of our experiences and our awareness. If we could just wish and pray and hope that every single person can wake up today and tomorrow with just a little bit more of that clarity inside, then maybe we can all really start to experience that without having to try so hard to experience it. Maybe we can all just relax a little bit and be a little bit more kindness and a little bit more love and a lot more patient with each other. Hey everyone, I'll see you Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care. And seriously, have a great life. I'll see you soon.